the man with the upside-down face. A snapshot was meant to preserve joy, but sometimes something else slips in. A creature that doesn't breathe, speak, or blink, and its presence always brings horror. He's the man with the upside-down face, a century-old entity invisible to the naked eye, revealed only in photos taken after disasters. If he appears in every era's tragedies, he isn't folklore. He's a predator, drawn wherever human suffering runs deep. And in the modern age, he's found new ways to thrive. Sirens wailing through your city might as well be his dinner bell. He arrives at each scene to feast on misery. Now he's surfaced in JPEGs. Geotags on images show him circling cities like a vulture. The next emergency siren could be the one outside your window, but it gets worse. You might take a late-night selfie only to find the last frame tainted, an upside-down smile blooming behind your shoulder, twisting your memories into a death sentence. Anyone who posts a photo with him in it and fails to delete it within 24 hours meets with a freak accident. Victims report tires exploding on calm roads, balcony rails crumbling under a touch, impossible odds stacking until disaster strikes. Once his grin photobombs you, it's already too late. So next time you scroll through your photos, look closely and pray you don't see him. Night people. Streetlights were meant to keep you safe in the dark, but what if they summon your doom instead? Would you dare walk past knowing what waits in the black between them? In the void where two flickering streetlights fail to meet, the world goes silent. No wind, no distant cars, just your own breath, shallow and too loud. Shadows thicken like tar swallowing sound. No animal, not even rats, will cross that threshold. If you're foolish enough to step inside, reality glitches. Your phone screen dies mid-scroll. The flashlight app won't open. Your watch freezes at the exact second you enter the dark. That's when you feel it. The weight of something watching from just beyond sight. A night person stands there, a towering silhouette between 10 and 53 feet tall. Its body a sickly beige, its head crowned with something like matted fungus or dead hair. It doesn't move, doesn't breathe, but you know it sees you perfectly in the dark. They never step into the light. Sun burns them. Even a bright enough flashlight can drive them back, if you can turn it on before they reach you. At dawn, they vanish into boarded-up buildings, sewer tunnels, and forests, falling still until the night returns. No one knows what they were before, only that they're hungry now. So next time you're walking home and the streetlights buzz, flicker, and fail, run. Bellringer. That ringtone? You shouldn't have answered. Bellringer treats every chime as a binding contract, your invitation for it to invade. Electronic doorbells scream through empty houses. Analog clocks freeze mid-tick. The air turns arctic. Then comes that sound. Not a notification, but a death knell echoing through unnatural silence. Standing 1.4 meters of fused bone and fungal growth, Bellringer's ribcage bulges against translucent webbing. Where its head should be, a rusted school bell, its hammer protruding like a broken neck vertebra. The clapper swings without touch, moved by invisible strings. Those who survive an encounter develop endless chime syndrome. Phantom rings loop endlessly in their skulls. Within days, real bells become silent, yet the victims still hear them, their brains now permanently tuned to frequencies no device can detect. But Bellringer follows rules. It cannot enter unless a bell first sounds there, the ring its unholy permission slip. This is also its weakness. Flood doorways with chaotic chimes. Prayer bells, carillons, even smartphone ringtones played on loop. The discord drives it back. The cruelest truth? These creatures were once children, orphans who perished when their school burned down, their final moments filled with the fire alarm's endless wail. Now they wander, hollowed bellies echoing with the childhood they lost, forever bound to the chimes that failed to save them. Good boy, we trust the friendly bark at our door, but what if it's the last sound you ever hear? When Good Boy draws near, door frames shudder as if something massive leans against them. Baby monitors crackle to life with high-pitched whining. House alarms glitch, cycling on and off in uneven pulses, and every hallway falls unnaturally silent. No creak, no scurry, just a weight that pins you in place. Your omen comes as a soft tap at the other side of your door, one paw after another, patient and deliberate. Then you see it. Jet black fur stretched tight over a gaunt canine body. Two foggy, blue-white eyes glow without pupils. Its mouth hangs agape, no teeth, no tongue, an empty well of darkness. Good Boy's head cocks on its slender neck as though judging whether you're worth the chase. It obeys one brutal rule. It only enters through an open door. Leave it ajar and you sign your own surrender. Slam it shut and hope its instincts respect the barrier. Some say Good Boy was once a stray saved by kind hands, now twisted by hunger into the predator it was meant to be. Tonight, check every lock before you hear that familiar knock. Aircraft shark. The clouds part. What you first mistake for a jumbo jet's silver belly reveals itself as something far worse. The underbelly of a 500-meter predator. Wing fins flex with disturbing fluidity. A whiptail lashes through cumulus. This is no plane. It's a shark. Sharks don't belong in the sky, so what are they doing here? The aircraft shark doesn't hunt flesh. It craves the metallic tang of aluminum, the spark of avionics. tracks. 8 flights have vanished in its feeding grounds. No wreckage, no black boxes, just empty sky where planes should be. Your pilot's voice crackles over the intercom. Ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing minor turbulence. Outside your window, something massive banks against the sunset. The wing you're staring at isn't part of your plane. Airports now scan skies before clearing takeoff. Radar technicians watch for the telltale signature. Too large, moving wrong. When they see it, runways go dark. Better a delayed flight than a missing one. At cruising altitude, you hear it first in a subsonic groan vibrating through the cabin. Then the lights flicker. By the time you see rows of black, glassy eyes reflecting your terrified face in the window, it's far too late. The aircraft shark doesn't attack. It feeds. One gulp swallows an Airbus whole. The FAA lists these incidents as catastrophic mid-air structural failures. They're lying. The sky has always belonged to something older, hungrier, the flying humanoid. We trust open skies for freedom, but what if something enormous swims overhead, hunting the wind itself? Where it drifts, street lamps flare into sickly halos, then die. Engines stutter and stall on nearby roads. The mist at treetop level coils into root-like tendrils that swallow every whisper of sound. Radios crackle into distant static. Compasses spin madly, and birds vanish from the air. Your omen arrives as a sudden drop in pressure, a weight in your chest as if you've plunged from a plane, though you stand on solid ground. Then you see it, a towering humanoid, its skin pale and rubbery, with broad wing fins extending from its forearms. Its legs end in taloned, bird-like feet. A whip-thin tail flicks through the clouds with predatory intent. No eyes are visible, only a smooth, featureless face that tilts as it surveys you. It obeys one rule: it never lands. Sunlight burns its membranous wings, forcing it to hunt aloft. At dawn, it climbs into thin air and vanishes on the horizon, inert until dusk reclaims the sky. Rumor says it was once human, a pilot lost in a storm, transformed by collision with some alien wind. Now it soars forever, chasing the metal hum of engines and the fleeting taste of flight itself.